Hey everybody, Unqualified Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Nani Shorts. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the gatekeeping in the anime community. I've just been seeing a lot of TikToks and a lot of like videos about a lot of people complaining about uh, people who were once not into anime or made fun of people who watch anime, but now they're into anime. And a lot of that comes from the exposure of anime throughout the world and especially throughout the West Coast into the mainstream media. Also, anime fans or people who watch anime who are in the limelight, such as Meg the Stallion, who is you know, I consider her an otaku, person who likes anime, and she enjoys watching it and she enjoys incorporating it into her entertainment or into her work. But I just want to give you my thoughts on this overall topic. Now, for me personally, I feel that I am happy. I am so glad the way how anime have turned out and that it has reached the mainstream and people who aren't in the anime are in the anime. I am actually happy about that because without that, we wouldn't have gotten the number one spot in the Dragon Ball movie coming. Dragon Ball Superheroes being number one first week is coming out. This week is number five, but still, it's still up there. It's still making money in theaters. Um, the fact that we are going to get Film Red coming out in the fall. You know, back when the 1,000 episode came out for One Piece, there was advertisement in New York City. Something I would never have dreamed of. Now, here's the thing: I have no problem with people liking anime or watching anime. Like I said, I've been watching anime for a very long time. I'm talking like I've been watching anime since the mid '90s. When I was a kid. Hell, um, one of my first animes that I've technically watched was on Nick Jr. I think it was called like Little Bits, and what was the one? It's the one with the koala bears. Can't really think of the name of it though. But anyway, um, it's just one of those things where you don't have to gatekeep or you don't have to quiz somebody or say that you don't watch anime because you only watch this section of anime. Listen, I'm happy if you watch anime. If you're a One Piece fan, Dragon Ball Z fan, Naruto, Bleach, Attack on Titans, doesn't matter. To me, you watch anime. You're enjoying it. And I'm gonna and when I find out that you watch anime, like I'm going to give you more shows that you might be interested in. Now, like I said, I got a huge, like I said, my expansion of anime is huge. I can't even say which one is my favorite one, as far as like off the top of my head though. But if I do have to pick one, if I do have to pick within my top 10, Fully Cooley is up there. Being for how zany it was and everything. I'm talking first season Fully Cooley, not season two and season three that came out a few years back. I didn't really care for that. But that's not the point though. The point of this video is basically to say people relax on the gatekeeping. I want the exposure. I don't want it to go back to where it was back in the early 2000s, being such a niche thing, being a thing where it felt like an exclusive club, but it felt like an exclusive club where you were segregated from, you could say, normal people. You know, I mean, in high school, I never had the issue of being alone, even though when I was in high school, we didn't have an anime club. There was no anime club when I was in high school between 2001 and 2005. I didn't have an anime club. There was no anime club, so I didn't have to experience. I never had experienced that in high school. Now I feel that there's a lot of anime, a lot of anime or otakus out there who did have anime clubs, who has experienced that, and that's great. And it was only like that because it became more of an exposure, you know. And now we live in an age where because the more exposure it is, you're gonna have to accept the fact that they're gonna be quote unquote posers. I don't like really using that because to me, if you enjoy watching a show, you enjoy watching the show. If you want to learn more, then learn more. If by any chance you profit off of it, I mean, I can't knock anybody's hustle. Like it is what it is. Like you just take it to the chin, and you can still be your diehard otaku. But I would say this, even though I was never bullied, but I do know people who was bullied. I hear stories out there, and my heart goes to you people out there. For the people who have been bullied because they loved anime, or they Naruto run, or they had a headband, a Naruto headband while they were in school, or they cosplayed, you know, being like I said, think about high school is a social hierarchy type of thing. If you ain't in the cool crowd, then you ain't pretty much you're nobody, and you're trying to be somebody. Reason why I didn't have that issue in high school is because I already liked what I liked, and I didn't give a shit. I learned that from a very early age to not give a shit about people who doesn't like, who makes fun of me because I like a certain thing. Fuck them. I don't care. You know. But unfortunately, not everybody has that type of backing because I have brothers, I have cousins. The school that I went to, my brother was a senior by the time I went there as a freshman, so his friends knew me. I knew them. I've already was like a part of that social, that social crowd anyway. And because I was myself throughout high school, I knew myself, I loved myself enough. I didn't have any problems. People tell me, "Oh, well, you watch cartoon?" Yeah, I do. I watch cartoon. What of it? Like, okay. Oh man, you a virgin? Yeah, I'm in the fucking 10th grade. Like what? Like yeah, I'm a virgin. Like what the fuck? I'm not gonna like. I live in my parents' house and everything. Like what? I'm fucking 15, 16 years old. Like like what of it? That was my mindset in high school. So I never really fell into that, and I just kind of stood my ground. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of people out there that don't have that type of backing, and my heart goes out to you. But if you are 30 plus, hell, 20, 25 and up, and you're still holding on to your traumas from high school, I mean, listen, you gotta move on. And if it's that hard for you to let go, I know it's gonna sound harsh, but seek therapy. It helps. I mean, I know we all have our problems, we all have our issues. Even I have my issues, and I've been to therapy for some of my issues that helped me through uh actually looking at myself in the mirror and building myself up to perceive myself in a better view. So therapy does help if you need it, definitely seek it out though. But I just feel that when people start to gatekeep and they start to tell stories like, oh, well, girls didn't like me back when I was in high school when I liked this, and now that okay, yes, that was back in high school. Kids are immature, but now they are mature. And even if they are just liking it because it's a fad, so what? You know what you like. You know what you like. You love what you like. And the fact that there's more exposure for that means their movies are going to come over here to theaters, which you can enjoy with you, your friends. If you have kids, you can bring your kids to watch these movies, right? You got merchandise now. You can go into Walmart, Target, and get yourself a Dragon Ball, Naruto, uh, My Hero Academia shirts and pants and t-shirts and hoodies. I mean, the only thing, look, back in the early 2000s, man, listen, you either had to go to FYE, Sam Goody, you know. I mean, Hot Topic didn't even have some of that stuff back then sometimes. Back in 2001, 2000, 1999. DVD box sets cost you an arm and a leg, literally. Like it would be like for 4 episodes. And tell me if I'm lying out there, guys. Tell me if I'm lying, people who are watching anime, who was into anime in the late 90s, in the early 2000s. You take your behind over to Suncoast Videos in the mall, and you go to the anime section that was barely a fucking wall. And then you turn around and you get yourself a Dragon Ball Z, or you get yourself a Full Metal Alchemist DVD or VHS, and there's only gonna be like 4 episodes in that bitch, and you're paying at least $60 for that. Yo, those were some hard times back then, and we didn't have no streaming service back then or anything. Mangas was barely mangas was there, but if you didn't have no access to, oh man, good old Borders. My anime people is out there. When you go to Borders, they had that manga section. You know what I'm talking about. You go to Borders, you have access to that. I'm just saying, like, we gotta chill out on that though, because I've been seeing a lot of videos of people being highly upset that they got bullied, and now because it's cool, it's like, it's annoying, and I get it. It's annoying seeing the same people who bullied you are now saying, "Oh yeah, it's cool," but you know what? Fuck them. Who can, like, just let that go. Enjoy your shit and enjoy and relish in the moment that they are actually helping push your animes, the new ones, the ones that barely gets any clout. The ones the ones that kind of sneak under the rug sometimes, but it kind of seeps out. Yeah, that's there. Come on now. Like, you're still, you still gotta love yourself enough to the point where it doesn't matter what even if the posers try to bid into it. You know what you like, and you know your knowledge. And the best thing you could do is to spread your knowledge in a positive manner. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. Just be positive about it. Be positive about yourself. Let go of your traumas from high school past. I'm not saying that it's easy, because it's not easy. It's not easy to do. But let go of those traumas. I would guarantee you, man, you're gonna feel a lot better about it, man. And you're gonna enjoy what you enjoy. Like I said, I'm happy in the state of anime that it's in now. Even though, yes, it is mainstream, but we're getting stuff that I would never thought that we wouldn't gotten 20 years ago. I know I'm showing my age, but 20 years ago, I would never thought that I would see Dragon Ball in the movie theaters, or One Piece in the movie theaters. I mean, hell, the last Naruto movie that came out wasn't even in the theaters, and now we got Dragon Ball. Even like I said, you know what? I didn't see Battles of Gods in the theaters, but I think but it was only in selected theaters. And that was going the same thing with Revival F, where Broly was the first one to kind of was like, "Yo, go to any theater if you live in a major city." Now, I'm not sure how it is out in the boonies, or out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how it is. You could let me know in the comment section if you experience that and how it is out in the middle of the sticks. I don't know, but I live in a big city. I live in a city, so we had access to that though. But yeah, but that's all what to say about it, man. Like, let's nothing negative. You know what I mean? If you are going through that trauma, man, my heart goes out to you. You know, I hope you do find some peace with that and continue on your journey of loving anime and spreading it to people who don't know, and get and actually and give them to the love of anime as much as we do for ourselves. So that's about it. This is the Unqualified Gamer signing out. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this, man. Whether you agree or disagree with me. Hey, listen, I'm an open book here, man. So don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is the Unqualified. This is I can't talk today. This is the Unqualified Gamer signing out. Peace.